Welcome back. Now we're on Mission 3, Weapons of Vengeance. Part 3, Radar Installation. Our mission description: proceed through the outer compound en route to the X airbase, where you will find the Bachmann 317 Cobra rocket plane. Great, I love that they name it something like that. It is certain that after the destruction of the rocket base, the outer compound will also be on full alert. So once again, use all means at your disposal in eliminating all resistance along the way. Also, the outer compound contains a new MVX Mk1 radar installation. Your orders are to destroy the radar installation before proceeding to the X airbase. German resistance also reports that some of Himmler's Black Guard soldiers may be stationed near the base. Our mission objective: locate and destroy MVX Mk1 radar array, and locate entrance to X aircraft facility. In this second act of the game, we have already passed the forest, which was our first look into this particular area. It was normal, it was heavily guarded, but like an actual base would be. And then once we entered the rocket base, we started to see all these sci-fi projects and all these posters on the wall of all these different weapons that aren't quite in our hands, but they're planning them, all these blueprints. And we also see the rockets, and the rockets are supposed to be with chemical warfare, which is something that Hitler wouldn't have done in real life. But here it's Himmler. Himmler is in charge of all this, and it's almost like he's trying to go against Hitler's wishes in order to win the war, which is actually an interesting aspect when you think of it. And after we destroyed a rocket that was heading towards London, we've saved the day just for that one moment, because we still had to go ahead and take out the rocket plane. Or I guess we had to steal the rocket plane from the Germans to then use it for our own usage, which it would have been cool if we actually got to use rocket planes later on. I mean, come on, this should have been easy, especially in the second game. Just have this stuff that we're stealing be used later. So because we're in the third part of this mission, we are technically as if we're in that church area from the first act. So remember back in the first act when we had the castle, and then we went to the village, and then from the village we were going to the church through the catacombs? That caused a special enemy to appear, which was, first the zombies appeared, they were the special enemy, and then the second special enemy was that Witch's Coven elite guard that Helga had. So Helga's dead, and her elite guard were defeated. Now we're going to be facing Himmler's Black Guard, who are not quite the most powerful, but it's almost like they're a special form of SS, because they have the paratrooper rifle, and they also parachute into the area. So, in a weird way, the airbase has paratroopers, even though paratroopers are supposed to be coming from an airbase, not to an airbase. It fits in the theme, you know, paratroopers, airbase, it looks like it belongs there, right? But it's such a weird thing that Germany is going to be parachuting in paratroopers into an airbase. It's a little bit poetic, it rhymes, right? But it's also so weird. And this is the X airbase, meaning it's supposed to be secret, nobody's supposed to know about what's actually here. And then later on we go to the X labs and the XXX, you know, all these X things. And the radar array that we're supposed to be defeating is an MVX, I don't know what that means. And I also don't know why this radar array is supposed to be special. Destroying it, it's just an objective. They should have done something a little bit with it, like destroy this and then you get to have more things brought to you later on. So it's like undetected cache of more ammo, something, you know. I think they were probably planning something like that. But this is a little bit of a aspect, or how do you say, a residue of Medal of Honor, giving you these random missions of destroy this, destroy that. And I think that all came from GoldenEye, where, you know, you're supposed to just destroy random things in the secret Dr. No's lair, whatever GoldenEye was about. So far, we won't be dealing with the Black Guard yet. They will come in the third part of this mission, same like the Stealth Girls came in later. But I find this combination of GoldenEye and Thief very interesting, because I believe Deus Ex was a good combination of those two already, where you are a cyberpunk spy trying to reveal a massive conspiracy, turning you into the internet later. Sorry, spoilers. I mentioned Deus Ex because BJ is not meant to be like JC. JC Denton is able to pick whether he kills or leaves everyone alive, same like Garrett from Thief. Due to being in a World War II setting, BJ is meant to kill everyone in his path, which is pretty brutal and relates to how the bugs are treated in Starship Troopers. In this game, Nazis are not treated like human enemies, but more like mindless enemies, similar to the Soviets or Brotherhood of Nod in Command & Conquer. Because they're seen as so evil and irredeemable, we are able to destroy everything about them. BJ holds a personal and ethical role in defeating them. And I feel the title of this mission, Weapons of Vengeance, is part of BJ getting revenge for his friend being killed. Something we forget is that BJ was imprisoned and about to be used as an experiment, and one he was about to be tortured before dying from. Everyone involved with this paranormal division, this rocket base, later on with the X-Labs, they're all part of this horrible quest to destroy the world. If Wolfenstein was to have a more proper reboot, they would have to make it closer to a spy-fi story that makes the Nazis less human. There would have to be more mutations, more zombification, and more cybernetics. Wolfenstein 3D had mutants made as undead super soldiers by another doctor, Dr. Schabs. I think that was the same mission that involved a chemical weapon, but that might have been one of the nocturnal missions. This game does not have mutants yet, but the point that I'm trying to make is that the Nazis in this game, and in real life, do horrific things that are easy to have us instantly shoot them down. World War II games were easy to make through the 90s and 00s because we know that they're gonna shoot at us, so we shoot at them. It's like the Raiders or super mutants in Fallout, or like the bandits in Borderlands. You see them with skulls all over the place, you see them cannibalizing, and you have no problem killing them. In a game like this, the idea of evil is more existentialist than religious. But even under existentialism, such as the kind from Nietzsche, something like revenge is what he would call ressentiment. It sounds like a resentment, but being similar to it, but it's only a form of it. Ressentiment is when someone holds hostility to an object that they see as a source of their frustration. This creates a rejection and justification system that becomes a moral system. I think every religion holds revenge as a bad thing, and even Nietzsche viewed it as a poison. But here, it is a good thing, under certain conditions. Here we have BJ seeking revenge for what happened at a personal level, but it's also done to save the world. In Max Payne, Max also sought out revenge and fell into a personal hell over it, accidentally getting pulled out when he found his quest virtuous. Even though we went to the church, it was corrupted and abandoned, with our missions all about destruction. A religious story would punish BJ for seeking revenge. But here it's encouraged from who the culprits are. They are no different than the bugs in space, being both unreasonable and unable to negotiate with. Whether it's a revived corpse, a creature from another dimension, or a Nazi, they're given the same treatment. Complete annihilation. BJ follows an almost Norse style of living, where he lives in battle to achieve the greatest death, to enter his own idea of Valhalla in the afterlife. If anything, one of the weaker aspects in the game is that we don't know who BJ wants to seek revenge against, and Himmler gets practically zero screen time. By the end of it, it's all about Death's Head, with the rest of the Paranormal Division dying off and falling apart. But like I said, this is another extra mission done for more action, so let's have fun with blowing everything up. So because the missile exploded, we're gonna have a bunch of explosions here. Whoa! That's dumb. He was supposed to run away from the explosions and he ran back into them. Let's see if Reganad fishes them out. Well, why is everyone running towards explosions? Stupid ratsies. This is locked away. All of this was caused by that one missile exploding. There are machine guns here and there, but I don't think we have to worry about being hit by them. We just have to make sure we're gonna be on the correct side of them. We can be as loud as we want here. The way these doors slide is probably a nod to Wolfenstein 3D. which is a nod to Star Wars, which is a nod to World War II. Wraps around beautifully, huh? Here's a machine gun, and there should be a bunch of guys coming. Any day now. Okay, there they are. Ooh, I love that bass. Something I noticed here that I didn't notice before, when you have the flash, you can see through it. Other games like the early Call of Duty games, you cannot see through that flash. How many guys are coming? Oh my goodness. There's always like one guy coming. And that's it, I guess. Well, a little bit lackluster. You're supposed to like just wait there and keep on shooting. That's how to get out. There's supposed to be weapons there, but they're not there. I have full ammo, so not a big deal. Little skip to my loot down the stairs. I could have sworn there was a hidden item here. Well, I'm not really worried about 100%ing this thing. From what I remember, there was actually a problem with this area. Guy with a sniper rifle. Oh. Kind of afraid. They gave me these little alcoves to hide. Okay. Like 100 guys up there. Okay, there he is. The sniper guy is gonna kill me really quickly if I don't be cautious. Guy with a grenade. I avoided that. So that's the radar array, the little thing spinning up there in the corner. And we had to get in there and blow it up. Pretty easy for missions in this one. This second act is all just for fun. And with a slight challenge of machine guns. Got him. And yeah, there's that slight challenge of stealth in the beginning, but once you got it down, not much of a problem. Let's do this the proper way. Oops, more guys. Nothing in there. There should be like some guys in there so you can throw a grenade up the window. Whoa! That scared me. Now you might be thinking these guys die really quickly compared to before, but I'm trying to get as many headshots as I can. Destroy the pictures of bodies. We don't need that filth here. That's pornography. Can I knock this down? Oh, it just blows up the whole window. Alright, well, close enough. I thought I was gonna like snap it down, but let's enter here. I have a delivery for you. Hot lead. Yeah, this can shoot really far. As long as you're accurate enough to hit them, they die pretty fast. So, I feel like there's supposed to be something here, but I've never found anything in this areas. Act 2 is definitely the hardest place to find secret items. I'm pretty sure people are like yelling at their screen, "It's over there, go back! So many secret items you missed." Yeah, I missed it. What you gonna do about it? Erwin, stop reloading after one bullet. I do not want to be out of ammo with my rifle of all things, having to reload slowly when I'm in a really tense moment trying to get somebody with a sniper. Sniper. Brain shut down, getting so angry. So we have 2 doors, which is pretty cool. Let's go right. Alright, that's the way to get through some other area. Oh. Okay, that didn't do anything. I'm very sure this is a way to get through to the secret area. Let's find out. It's too cryptic for the real path, you know? Ugh, thought I'd do a stupid fat bastard waddle. Hey, check it out. Secret weapons and a flak jacket. And ammo. And Panzerfaust. I'm not gonna use that here, hell no. I'll blow myself up. So you might be wondering, why do we need a Panzerfaust in this kind of area? You know, I don't actually think it's useful in this area. It's not useful until we have to fight against proto-soldiers. But it is like a very useful grenade launcher. What was that? That was entirely 100% a death trap. I never thought both sides with enemies would be so deadly. I'm glad I had armor. And I'm glad there's food. Hey BJ, do that trick you do with the sausage. Oh, I'd do it right now, but I gotta stand up for it. Hey! Oh! Forget about it. What is this area? Why does this piece of land look like an angry hand? Diarrhea. Probably in Norway or something. I like those little pictures. Even though it's like all repeated and it's all over the place, I love that part of old games. We need that back. Give it back. Give it back to me. Hey, I thought that first. What's the name of that guy from King of the Hill? The retarded guy is always working with Bobby. His name's like Squiggy or something. That guy's funny. I love that guy. Where is the way to the array? It is that away. I came from there, yes. I ate food over here, yes. Okay, nothing there. Knock down all the coffee. Skull my toes. We're just like, ah! It just shows like all the fire on his eyes. There we go. This is the way. That way's along. I think it opens up when we blow this up over here. So we gotta blow this up. And do we have dynamite? Dynamite! No, we don't. Okay. Can we blow it up with a grenade? I'm gonna test something. Okay, that didn't work. So we need some kind of dynamite. Or can I just blow it up with a gun? I remember I had dynamite somewhere. Where did that come from though? Locate the thing. Whoa! Alright, that was a terrible idea. Note to self, bring more distance between you and the explosions. So I just had to blow up that one part of it. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm tired of this. Finally some good fucking food. That's right, you come in a sock and you serve it to me on a silver platter, you fucking monkey. That's my... that's my Gordon Ramsay impression. You fucking monkey. That's how it sounds like, right? To all radar watch commanders, from Deputy Reichminister Ugly Chick? What's it? Ungastrik. Subject, radar operations safety report. An exhaustive study undertaken by the Ministry of Safety's Radiology Department has shown no correlation between moderate doses of microwave radiation and increased incidence of skin and blood disease. Also, all rumors attributing vomiting, diarrhea, and hair loss to such exposures have proven to be completely unfounded. I like this. I really like the way that they do this. It is the opinion of the ministry that current procedures in effect for radar operators are well within acceptable safety limits. We do not at this time recommend any changes. Wolfgang Ugly Chick, Deputy Reich Minister, Office of Industrial Safety, Berlin. So they're like, hey guys, all that diarrhea and vomiting and hair loss and cancer and everything caused by the radar, that's not from the radar, so don't worry. We're not going to change anything. Later. This is just brutal. I hope I have some kind of healing later on. Because if I don't, I'm done. I'm done for. Please, just one room with some kind of... Wait a minute, where's that one room that I remember going into? There's a room around here somewhere. Gotta find health, gotta find health. Found some ammo, but I gotta find health. What was that one video with that one kid? He's like really dorky looking, he's like really skinny and pale. And he starts singing Skrillex, and he goes, and then he goes, centipede. It was supposed to be like Skrillex acoustic cover or something. They would just do all these stupid noises. Like slapping his throat to make like the weird sound effects. Wait. I got distracted. I was thinking about that dorky Skrillex kid. I'm actually supposed to go... Where was that one door? It's that door that I never go through, but then I went through. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it was over here. It was over this way. So I found the entrance. Good thing this map was also circular. Found it. Phew! That was a close one.